for the one. Enter Aster Hill. I knew he was it for me the night we met. One look at his sandy-haired Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic savoir-faire, and my heart rate took off like a particularly vigorous 4th of July fireworks display. Boom, boom, boom. Everything about him shouted he was destined to be Mr. Faith Reynolds, although I'm sure I would have taken his last name instead. I mean, Faith Hill worked so well for, Faith Hill, that I was sure to have equal success, even though I was no singer. But then Aster showed his true colors, and once again I was left behind. That's when I should have probably converted to Catholicism and committed my life to God, a la the convent life. I might have actually done that too, had it not been for the pity date. Chapter 1. Faith.
Anna and I have been planning our wedding since we were in pull-ups at the Little Sunshine Preschool on Maple Street.
Of course we are going to be each other's maid of honors. To be precise, I'll be Anna's maid of honor when she gets married next month, and she'll be my matron of honor, seeing as how she's getting hitched first. Not that I'm officially planning my wedding. Not yet. I have an inkling of who my groom might be, but nothing set in stone yet. My prospective fiancé is none other than Aster Hill. Not only is he Anna's fiancé's best friend from law school and office mate, but we're walking up the aisle together for the ceremony. We haven't been a couple that long, but as you near your 30s and I'm 29 3/4, most of us have dated enough toads to know when we're being courted by a real prince. Aster is a real prince if there ever was one. His name alone, am I right? "Faith, are you coming out or not?" Anna yells through the curtain of my changing cubicle. That's when I realize I haven't even taken off my street clothes yet, let alone put on the bridesmaid dress. I start to fumble with the button on my jeans. "I'm almost ready." "Are you daydreaming about Aster again?" she teases. "Girl, you've been nonstop mooning over that man since your first date. I'm starting to think you might be the next one to the altar." I subconsciously put my hand to my heart in a gesture of pure, unadulterated, "Who, me?" Aster hasn't mentioned taking our relationship to the next level, but that doesn't mean he's not thinking about it. He lives in Chicago, and I live in Elk Lake, Wisconsin, which means we only see each other on the weekends. But as absence makes the heart grow fonder, it's been a very workable arrangement, especially since it's only temporary. Aster and I met on a blind date nearly 10 months ago while I was visiting Anna. We hit it off so spectacularly that I've taken the train down to Chicago most weekends. It's just over 2 hours from my door to his. Ripping off my t-shirt, I gingerly step into the pool of silver Pôle de Soie at my feet. I pull the sheath dress up. It gets stuck on my hips. Crap. I grumble under my breath. One of the benefits of falling in love is that my appetite for food has decreased considerably, which is obviously the reason I made such a rookie mistake as to think I could get into this dress the same way a supermodel might. While my hips have shrunk a size since Aster and I have been together, they have a ways to go before making the pull-up maneuver possible. "How's the house hunt?" I ask. Anna met Christopher when she was a realtor in Chicago. She sold him his condo. Once they got engaged, they decided he would hang his shingle in Elk Lake, and the two of them would get busy starting a family. When she's not planning the wedding, she's looking for their first home as a married couple, as well as office space that will suit Chris's lawyering needs. Aster is planning to join the mass migration to Elk Lake and set up shop with him. For this reason alone, it would appear he sees a future with me. I found a couple places that I like, but neither of them is perfect. The one on Elk Lake is slightly preferable. 3-bed, 2-bath, its own dock. "You've always wanted to live on the lake," I remind her. I've always lived on the lake. Actually, I'm still in the house I grew up in. My parents bought a condo in Boca several years ago, so I've got the place all to myself, which honestly is the only reason I'm still there. My mom is too much of a control freak to cohabitate with on an ongoing basis. It's the old Turner house.